If a guy dumped you for sexual reasons, the truth, again, is that he got into the relationship with you for sex too. So he is to be blamed again. Today, I'd like to share the key mindset that has always allowed me to bounce back and remain confident after being rejected. My name is Carolina, single over 30, and my goal is to help singles find peace with their singleness while waiting for the one. So I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel in order to support the mission. Thank you. Now let's have a look at different love stories to understand why you can easily regain confidence after rejection. It's really by getting the why, like the real truth behind the curtains, that will set you free. So the first guy rejected me because the relationship didn't fit him. Like, he wanted a girl who he could hang out with to shop groceries. How exciting. And with who he could switch on the TV from the morning once you get up, when I fought for quality time and for being present in the moment. So we had different lifestyles, mindsets. I would also say different expectations or vision of a love relationship, and a different love language, which in my opinion, it is not supposed to be an obstacle to the relationship. It is one of those things that you need to learn in order to make the relationship work. And another reason he referred to split was cultural, because I didn't speak Malagasy fluently, whereas he does. And so he alluded to that cultural reason in order to break up. And in my opinion, it was just one more excuse to dump me. Other reasons why I got dumped were no reason provided, like the guy found another girl, or he just found an excuse. And on dating apps, it was mainly because I didn't want to provide personal info, like my phone number, the city where I live in, and also for my lack of responsiveness. And so when I look at all those reasons of why I got rejected, you know what? I can't take rejection personally. Like, why did he reject me for who I am? What have I done wrong to deserve this? About the I, the me. You make it all about you. You have internalized it, like you carry some guilt from that rejection. Like you feel responsible for that rejection, when this is not your fault. And so for you to really get it, you need to understand the underlying real reasons of their rejection. The number one is difference, incompatibility. Just like that guy who wanted a girl who he could hang out with to shop groceries. We just couldn't get along. Just like a square and a circle can't interlock. We naturally split. We were different. We were incompatible. And the problem is, in this society, is that people tend to confuse, they equate being different with being bad. But what is being a bad person? Let's redefine it. It's about doing something ethically wrong. Either you cheat, you lie, you disrespect. Those are real reasons to be dumped. Other than that, you are being different, and there is nothing wrong about being simply you. That is okay. And so naturally, your paths are going to separate. So it is okay. Like, accept that you are you, and there is nothing wrong about being you. And I would go even further. The problem is them. It's the person who rejected you. You know why? Like, dude, in the first place, why did you decide to get into a relationship with me if you can't stand someone from a different culture or from a different way of thinking? And now you may argue, yes, but how can I know if I don't date her or him? Dude, you can be friends with that person first. You can get to know her this way without involving any feeling, any emotional bond, even soul tie, that is going to be hard to break and that is going to hurt once you split, because you didn't think of the relationship enough before getting into it. You can get to know the person as a friend, and so logically speaking, not emotionally. So you can imagine yourself, project yourself into a future, probable future with that person. Ask yourself the right questions. Ask her further questions to precise the possibility. So you avoid a potential breakup. You protect your heart. You protect yourself and the other person. And so yeah, this is the other person's fault if they've dumped you, because they didn't know what they want. before getting into the relationship. They lacked clarity, they lacked vision. And just a side note, I would say that the real blame is to be put on society rather than on the other person. Because we were not taught, either in school or through healthy families with healthy role models, we were not taught to build healthy, long-term relationships. So yeah, first, you are not guilty of anything, so stop taking rejection personally. Second, this is not their fault, this is theirs. And 3, about the guy who rejects you with no explanation. How I view it is, girl, again, you need to have the 100% truth. Okay, partial truth is a lie. You need to get the full truth, the full picture of what really happened when he rejected you. Because on the surface, he dumped you. But when you peel the layers of the onion, what really happened? He acted cowardly for not providing any reason of that rejection. And you stood strong dealing with that rejection. That's the emotional truth about that rejection. And that's the full picture. So you know what? In the end, I feel empowered by those rejections. An untold reason for rejection can be sex. I think this is one of those things that we don't talk about because this is pretty embarrassing to tell a lady that she's not being good enough in bed. But how I have personally dealt with it is that, again, I think it's important to know, understand the truth, getting knowledgeable about how sex works for both men and women. We think, we view sex differently. We have different expectations from that sexual relationship. And so when you really understand how it works, I think that you can get relieved from guilt. Because for me, what has happened is that I was simply not ready to have sex with those guys. I wasn't ready body, mind, spirit. And maybe in a future video, I will share my view on sex, especially past 30. And if you are interested in it, could you please like this video or comment down below so I know.
Just wanted to tell you that I have a download of the week. This is the Heal from Rejection quick worksheet. Download it now for free in the description box below.
But yeah, again, just like for the first reasons, we were simply different. Dude, you were ready to have sex. I was not. And that is completely okay. You have the right to not be ready. And I think that for women, it's very key. I think that we can easily feel guilty thinking, oh, I was bad in bed. And that sentence is very important. Like when you think I was bad in bed, it means that you identify yourself. You have internalized that sexual failure. And it tells me that you identify yourself too much with the sexual, with the body part of you. When you are body, mind, spirit, you are more than your sexual part. You are your hobbies, your passions, the beautiful connections that you create. You are your job, your achievements, your smile, your intelligence, your culture. You are so many things. And so I think that if you tend to think, oh, I was bad in bed, know that it is wrong, okay? Again, partial truth is a lie. The full truth is that you are more than this. And you need to review your self-image, your identity in order to rebuild your self-esteem, because I think you have really wrapped up your self-esteem around that sexual performance. And also, if a guy dumped you for sexual reasons, the truth, again, is that he got into the relationship with you for sex too. And so for the wrong motives. So he is to be blamed again. Because I can hardly imagine that you dump someone just for sex. To me, it means that he didn't get your person and probably you didn't connect enough on other levels of the relationship, like emotionally, in your discussions. There is a disconnection somewhere. To summarize, my 3 main tips to overcome rejection are: 1, putting things into perspective, like get the full truth, the full picture of what really happened. You were 2 different people with different expectations, different lifestyles, and that is okay. 2nd, in reality, this is their fault or society's. And 3, know your self-worth and rework your self-esteem and your identity. Because you are more than sex, you are more than your lack of education, lack of money, lack of funny jokes, lack of anything. You are none of those things. You are the sum of all your parts, sum of all those areas. This is the reality. And also, you are more than a swipe. Swipe left or swipe right from Tinder, Bumble, Hinge. And regarding dating apps, I think I've never realized so much my self-worth than by using dating apps. Because when I see a guy who canceled me because I don't want to give my phone number, dude, my phone number is not free, okay? It's expensive. I am an expensive girl, okay? Again, just get the truth is that you lack respect of my boundaries. And girl, boundaries are good. They show that you know your value. And they lack patience. So you have demonstrated that you lack soft skills to build a sustainable long-term relationship. That is the truth. So thank God you swiped me left because you were not worth it. In conclusion, I think I can say that I have enough evidences from my past to say that when you are being rejected, you have no reason to feel bad about it because you are guilty of nothing. You are just being you, and you is good. So this is their fault or society's. If you like this video, please let me know by liking it and also subscribe to my channel again to support the mission. I love you guys. I see you in the next video. Bye.